Magnification volume 0%.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Blindformers. I am your host, Blind Prime, and for today I have for you Transformers War for Cybertron Siege Commander Class Jetfire. Here he is in all of his Jetfire glory, and I will be teaching you how to transform him. So, we've already discussed a lot about him in previous videos, so this one is just going to be this. If you want to check out my thoughts on him and my reviews on his robot and vehicle modes, please check out More Than Meets the Eye, episode 16, the R version robot and the V version vehicle. And please like, subscribe, and share. With your help, we can raise blind awareness together and also introduce more blind people to Transformers. So, first off, we're going to take off his weapons. Get him in the mood for transforming. Get that weapon out of... Okay, so there's one gone. Okay, then we got the other one here. There's the other one gone. And he should have two shields. We'll take off these guys from his winglets here. We'll get nothing there. Okay, you got one weapon in your hand. Get that weapon out of your hand. And you got that shield on your side. Where's your other shield stuff? Okay, there's your other weapon. There's your other shield. Slide all that together. And let's get to transforming him. So, to start off with, we're going to fiddle with his hands and get them in the right position. So, what you want to do is pull the hand backwards so that it flips on its hinge. And then rotate this section out. And the section I'm talking about has the little handle and a Seige port. And then you just rotate the hand into the hollow section that was just revealed. So I'm going to follow it through with the other side. Rotate the hand away from the arm. And then pull out this little panel that has a handle on it and a Seige port. And then rotate the hand back and it will slide into that negative zone that was just introduced. Hands are done. Next up, we're going to work on his torso. So lay him down on his back, and we're going to slide his arms down onto his sides, get them out of the way, and we're going to then pull up these two little bits that are on either side of the cockpit on his chest. These little bits are just going to kind of sit and flop about. Get them both out. There's one on either side of the cockpit, and it's pretty easy to just pull up. And then once you've done that, you can reach into this hollow area and pull out his center bit, which is the cockpit and the nose. When you do this, a neat thing happens. So right behind his head, in this backpack area, he's got these spring-loaded doors. It's pretty cool. And when you fold this bit of his head, his cockpit up, his head actually goes into those doors. And then you just raise the cockpit all the way. You have to slide the two bits that you pulled off his chest onto either side of the cockpit. They have some hinges that will allow this. Just let them go where they need to go. And then you finish raising it. And you raise up the tip of the nose. And there you have it. Now you have a giant open case in the center. We're going to flip him on his back again. And work with this in the center bit. So hold the two bits that go in on his core away from the center for a moment. Rotate the hands. What they're going to do now is you're going to pop the shoulders into this area. So they're going to fold down on their own hinges and get them. Next up, you're going to want to then clickety-clack the joint of the shoulder so that the Seige port with the handle that is on the wrist of your figure, what used to be his arm, is right behind the cockpit. And this is going to take just a little bit of maneuvering because sometimes it doesn't like to go where it needs to go. It's a little tight there. So we're going to follow through the other side so that we can balance it out and do this properly. Make sure that the weird little things on the edges of the arms are folded down. There's only one, but fold that bit and the shoulder all the way into the negative zone that was once his chest. And now we just fold the hands down into this area. They will fit in there pretty well. It's just that a little bit of motion, and these things are a little finicky when it comes to actually straightening them out the right way. Things like this. Oh, that's the problem. Let's get that. Remember to make sure that those two little bits that fold up on the forearms are folded down for this. And there we go. Okay. So they're going to line up so that both of them are right behind the cockpit area. And then these two side panels that were covering the chest are going to fold down to the sides, and they're going to click in. We just need to figure out where. If you feel in there on the right below where the arm is fitting in, this arm isn't right. Come on, arm. Get into your spot. Don't you want to go to your home? All right. Right below where the arm sits, there is a horizontal peg. That is a long, thin peg. And there is a long, thin peg hole in this side panel. So what you're going to do is stretch the side panel down and use your fingers to line up that peg with the peg hole. Follow the same process on the other side. Make sure that the arm is down, everything is right. Line up peg with peg hole. Line up peg with peg hole. Come on now. This side never wants to do its job right. It's always a little finicky. Oh, no, I didn't get it. Come on, come on. You may have trouble with some of the sides on this guy. There it goes. Nope. Line up peg with peg hole. Come on now. Okay, well, I did it right on the other side. Why aren't you doing it right? One of my sides is kind of messed up. The QC on my guy wasn't really great. So, come on now. Line up the peg with the peg hole. No. Okay. We're going to set it where it should go because I'm not wasting any more time on that. You may have problems with yours as well. There were some QC issues when it came to this Jetfire. So we're going to move on down to the legs. And for the legs, because he's the bow-legged bandit, it's because he's got this panel that pops out of the interior, the inside of the lower leg area. So where his shins, the interior of the shin, and that's going to leave a huge hollow gap. Also, while you're down there, go ahead and close up the feet. The heel goes in first, and then the top of the foot folds on top of the heel. The heel goes in first, the top of the foot folds in on the heel. Make sure you get both of the little sections folded out, and then push the legs up, and you allow the thighs to fill in that negative zone that you just introduced in the shins. Once you've done that, go ahead and fold up his two little side skirts. They're going to hide a little bit of a negative area there. And then you just keep rotating that. All right, so that's good. And that's good underneath both of his legs. Flip him back around again. We're going to finish it up on his back. So these panels that you pulled out of his shins have little engine bits on the very end of them. And these are going to be important for just a second as we take and finish this guy up by taking this back panel area that has two little winglets on it and folding it all the way backwards. And what we're going to do is we're going to try and, that leg did not go in all the way. Make sure that both of your legs are flush in there. The thighs have got to go all the way to the bottom of the shins, because when this guy folds in, the top panel on the backpack folds down, and it's got these two engine pieces on its back, which will then clip into place with the engines that you folded out from the interior of the shins. And that's going to make a nice strong connection, which will then stabilize both of these legs. All right, we're almost done now. Now, take the wings and fold them down. because they were once folded up in a V style. You want to fold them down. Then you want to take the winglet bits that are folded on top of themselves, fold them down, and this will cause that, that 5mm peg to now be facing towards the ground, towards the bottom of the aircraft. And once you've done that, then you take and fold these panels that act as like the little wing extenders to make the wing thicker. You want to fold them, and there's one on each wing. Well, there's actually two on each wing. Let's grab that one. This one's kind of stuck. Come on now. Come on now, I'm doing a video. Don't. Why are you acting like this? Why are you acting like this on video day? Alright, flip that over. Sometimes these panels can get stuck in there, and it's important that you try and figure out how you're going to get that unstuck. Come on. There it goes. Okay. You just work at it a bit and use your thumb pads and just rotate it out. It will get a little stuck in there, but with a little rotation, it comes right out. So now you got all the wings. Now you got them all transformed. To finish it up, you want to take your thumbnail or your fingernail and you want to get at this wheel on the front. This thing is a little bit of a troublesome guy to get at. Come on. Come on. There it goes. Okay. It's right under the nose. Then on the area where you would have the knees for your legs, you will find that there's also two tires there, right in this knee area. You can barely feel the doors, and there you go. All three landing gears are down, and there you have your Skyfire, Jetfire combo. What's up with you? Why aren't you... What's wrong? What's wrong? Something's wrong. Oh, we gotta lower those guys. Okay, cool. So, if you've done everything right, he should balance on those three wheels quite well. That's the final test to see if you've actually got the legs right, but then you just need to squeeze them and shift them slightly and they will come together quite well. Now we'll get into the guns. So to assemble his guns into his crazy, that really unique drone, you want to first figure out how to put his two big guns together. There we go. Okay, so big guns go together. Come on, big guns. There you go. Big guns go together, and then you need to find his chest piece, which I threw over here the last video somewhere. Oh, Lord. Everything's messed up. Cream, you have been at this place again, haven't you? How many times do I have to tell you, Cream? You can't have free range of everything on this table. Oh, found it. Okay, so you take this, his chest panel that came with the figure. In the top of it, where the neck would be, on the inside, you'll find that there's two square, or very close to square, divots. Now, on your double gun, you will find that on one side of it, it's got these two square-feeling divots. They're just going to go and fit right into that section. And now you got the guns sitting out like that. So then, you want to take, and we're going to set this off to the side. Set your gun down. You want to take and reassemble your gun barrels with your shields. It's not a very hard process. Just put one gun barrel in each shield. Okay, that's one complete. And here's the other combo. Get this guy complete as well. Here we go. There it is. Now, on the underside of here, we're going to take the gun out real quick because we need to combine the gun with these guys. Now, on the gun, you will find that there are little slits. You just need to locate them on your guns. So, just feel around and you will find them. They are not hard to miss. Once you locate them, you'd be like, oh, wow, they're right there. There they are. Cool, right around the handle area. You want to take the shield, and on the edge of the shield, there is a peg one of those horizontal pegs I like to talk about so much. And you want to fit that horizontal peg into that spot and push it in to make sure it's steady. You want to follow that same process on the other side. Find that peg slot near where the trigger's at. Once you find the peg slot, you want to then plug the gun into the peg slot so that the shield faces where the handle for the gun would be. Once you've completed that, where did I put that thing? You want to take your armor for the front of the guy, and you're going to plug that in right there. And everything gets plugged in together, and now you have your cool drone. You can put your drone right on top of your Jetfire in this spot, and these two side guns just plug in underneath the wings. You don't actually even need to remove them for the transformation. They just plug right in to the underside of each one of these wings, just like so. And there's your Jetfire, fully complete, minus blast effects. But I am Blind Prime, and you've been watching Blindformers, and Cream is being a butt and yelling at the door. Well, until next Prime, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Peace.